A bloody broad daylight murder in London is now being investigated as an act of terrorism. Two men were witnessed brutally hacking to death a young man who's thought to have been an off-duty soldier. It happened in Woolwich in the southeast of the capital. Live to our London correspondent now, Sarah Firth. Sarah, witnesses have described harrowing scenes. What are you hearing?
Well, a truly horrific picture being built up of what took place earlier on today in South London, where a man was attacked by two other men. A local MP believes that man to be a serving soldier, and it's thought that he was wearing a Help for Heroes T-shirt at the time he was attacked. But the eyewitness accounts, truly horrifying, very grisly details coming out from that of the two men hacking at the victim with a knife and then waiting for passers-by and bystanders, horrified bystanders, to take pictures of them. Now, it's also alleged that at the time that they were coming out with statements in Arabic, Allahu Akbar, God is great. And it's also thought that they said at one point, Almighty Allah, we will never stop fighting. So a lot of concern at the moment, I think, that the picture certainly being built up is that this is a terror-related incident. Certainly it's had a response from the highest levels of government, and the Prime Minister is expected to give a talk imminently in France, where he was supposed to hold a meeting with President Hollande. It's now believed that he'll be returning to London in the morning, and of course at the moment as well here in London you've got the emergency government Cobra meeting underway at this moment.
Now, we know that the details are still sketchy and you're still gathering information too, but what could have motivated these two men? Do we know by now?
Well, it's hard at this point to sort of speculate, not speculate unhelpfully. And of course, I think everyone at this moment is being very, very cautious as we're waiting for more information to come in. But certainly the response that we've seen from government points to this being treated as a terror-related incident, and a very serious one at that. You certainly, if this were being treated simply as a violent attack, you wouldn't, for example, have the Prime Minister coming back to the United Kingdom and delaying his meeting. You wouldn't have that type of response. And as we said, we've got that emergency government Cobra meeting underway at the moment, and then the details that are emerging, none of which have been confirmed at the moment, but it appears that in video footage, as we said, the men had those Arabic chants, the Islamic chants, and so certainly I think a feeling that perhaps this could be some Islamist-related attack, but certainly that's the picture being built up. But I think everyone waiting for that information to come in, and that's what the minister's meeting at the moment, the Home Secretary leading that Cobra meeting. They're going to be looking now at all the intelligence surrounding this to try and build up a clearer picture of exactly what we're dealing with.
Sarah Firth, they're just giving us a picture of this harrowing story that just came out right now. Obviously, we'll be keeping up to date with you with details as you get them from London.
And in Surah At-Tawbah, through many ayat throughout the Quran, that we must fight them as they fight us. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I apologise that women had to witness this today, but in our lands, our women have to see the same. You people will never be safe. Remove your governments, they don't care about you.
God damn, man. You speaking on my camera, man. Oh, man.
I'm here to give you an update about an incident that's currently unfolding this afternoon in Woolwich. And to give you further details of the situation, As you can understand, this situation is fastly evolving, and at this stage I can only give you the information that I have available. At approximately 2:20 this afternoon, police officers were called to an assault in John Wilson Street, Woolwich, where one man was being assaulted by two other men. A number of weapons were reported as being used, including a report of a firearm. Officers, including local officers from Greenwich Police Station and shortly after firearms officers, attended the scene. On arrival, they found a man who was later pronounced dead. At this early stage, I'm unable to provide any more information about the man who has died. Two men, who we believe from earlier reports to have been carrying weapons, were shot by police. They have both been taken to separate London hospitals and are receiving treatment for their injuries. I can understand that this incident will cause community concern, and I would like to reiterate that we are investigating the circumstances of this incident. The MPS will investigate the circumstances of this man's death, and the Independent Police Complaints Commission, as is routine, will investigate circumstances involving the discharge of police firearms. There will continue to be a police presence in this area tonight and in surrounding areas, and this presence will continue as long as it is necessary. I would ask people to remain calm and to avoid unnecessary speculation. I will update you further when I have more information. Thank you.
I see two geezers leaning over another geezer, and I thought they were trying to resuscitate him because I thought he was the one in the accident. So like we parked my car in the garage and we started walking up, and as we started walking up there was a lorry there already parked there and a little car come along, and he got out and he said call 999 or something like that, and next minute he's pulled the gun out from behind the back of him, black handgun which takes 12 to 15 rounds, and he's just shot off. And then I walked back because I see the handgun, because I knew what the handgun looked like. So as I come back, a little bunch of school kids come up, and I shouted out to them, get them in the school, there's someone up there with an handgun at the end of the road. So they all got back in and we just come back in then, and then we went back out again, and my wife went up towards the shop because she went over and told the school that there's someone up there with a handgun. But she went up there, and then next minute she see them, because I thought, I heard bang, bang, bang 4 times, and it was them who got shot, so, you know.
Enough's enough. Our message is enough. We have weak leaders, weak police. Our police and our leaders tiptoe around this issue. This issue is political Islam. It's political Islam that's spreading across this country.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. To proceed, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I want to comment on what happened today in London, in Woolwich, where 2 men killed a man with machetes. I want to condemn this act. It's an act of criminality. I also want everybody to know very clearly and decisively that these men do not represent any community or any religion.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a statement regarding the acts of criminality which took place today in Woolwich. 2 men who conducted these acts of criminality are not from our community. They do not represent us in any shape or form, and I want to highlight that the far right is going to take full advantage of this situation, and they're going to spread a lot of hatred about Islam and Muslims. This is something we have to be careful about. We condemn all acts of criminality, whether they take place in this country or in Syria or in Japan. So we have to be clear on this, that these 2 men do not represent us in any shape or form. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum.